Not yet. It'll go in a minute. And no. There we go.
Yep, we're on.
Oh my gosh, we're on! Okay. One person is on.
Hi, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay. I have a live studio audience today. I see two people, and one of them is my wife, who's in the back of this Soji panel. 3. See? There's Kathy in Oklahoma, says Klein in Vegas. I swear to God, we have more people that aren't in California than are in California that watch this. Although I think there's a whole bunch of voyeurs who don't write anything. But that's okay. That's not what this is for. This is just to find stillness and peace. Well, I cannot believe it, but we have reached the end of the first book of Genesis. I mean, this year, that Steve Miller song keeps coming to me. Time keeps on slipping into the future, and it really is true. I mean, it's incredible how quickly the time goes by now. But that being said, that's okay. It just means that we're growing and learning and becoming new every single day. So our Torah portion this week is called Vayechi, and it is the final portion of the book of Genesis. Jacob dies, and Joseph dies. Everybody dies, really, in the end. And it ends the kind of patriarch and matriarchal section of the Torah. And then next week we get into the story of Moses, which is hundreds of years later. So there is one of the more fascinating scenes in all of the Torah in this portion, and that is when Jacob is dying. Joseph brings his sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, to meet their grandfather, really. When you look at the scene, it does appear as if he doesn't know who they are, because he looks at them, he says, "Who are these people?" And hello, Irene. And Joseph says, "Well, these are your grandsons." And then he goes to bless them. And this is where it gets interesting. So Jacob puts his hands like this, and he puts his right hand on the younger Manasseh, and he puts his left hand on the older Ephraim. Now, usually your right hand, Binyamin, the son of your right hand, gets the blessing with the right hand, and the lesser one is with the left hand. By turning them, Joseph's like, "Hey, no, this one's the older." If you know the story of Jacob and Esau, you realize, hello, Valerie in Washington, if you go and you look through it, you realize Jacob also was the younger one who got everything, while his older brother got nothing. And so here we are, and there's kind of a recall of that. And then Jacob says, "May all Israel bless their children this way." And he says, "Yisimcha Elohim ke Ephraim v'chi Menashe," which means may God make you like Ephraim and Manasseh, these two boys that he's blessing. And I think commentaries have a field day with the idea, why them? Why are we blessing two people who weren't born in the land of Israel, had an Egyptian mother, aren't really in the scene at all, didn't really know their grandfather. We don't know anything that they've done. We don't even know if they deserve a blessing or not. And indeed, after they are blessed, all of Jacob's children come in and he blesses them one after the other. But I mean, I don't even know if you can call them blessings. They're basically like, you've been bad, so you're going to live with pain your whole life. Or, I mean, it's like half of them are horrible. Like, you've been a terrible person and you're not going to have a good life. And those are the blessings that he gives to them. So this blessing for Ephraim and Manasseh is like a completely different animal. And why do we bless them? And I think a little over 20 years ago, Marcia Falk had a book called The Book of Blessings. And in there she hints at this teaching, which Rabbi Geller took a little bit further and actually published in an article. I don't know where the article was, but a bar mitzvah child just used this quote. That's how I know the quote is ascribed to her, where it says, perhaps it that Jacob said, "May you be like Ephraim and Manasseh," because that's who he was blessing. That makes sense to me. When I bless my child, I want her to be the best of her. And so the blessing changes meaning when you say, "May God make you like you." And then it brings us to our mindfulness work. So often, it seems to me that we look at others when we're judging ourselves. We look to others to see who we should be like. We look at others and say, "Oh, they're better than me. They're smarter than me, faster than me, stronger than me, better looking than me, more hair than me." And we say, "Boy, I wish I could be like that. May God make me like that person." That's not the way it works. You can't be like that person because you are you. And, so many times we look into ourselves and we're like, I need to be better. I need to be like somebody else. I need to make my life so it's more like X or it's more like Y. And look how calm they are in these situations, or look how strong they are in those situations when I might not be so strong. And so it leads to feeling like you're not worthy. It leads to feeling, "Oh, I'm never going to live up to that person." And the fact is, you never are. You can only live up to be the best of yourself. And even then, what does that even mean? The best of ourselves. I've been reading this week as the idea that may God continue to allow me to figure out who I am and to find what I love to do, and to allow me to do that, or to be that. Not because someone else is that, but because that serves me to be this kind of person or that kind of person. And that the blessing that we wish for when we say, "Yisimcha im ke," may God make you like, may God make you like you're supposed to be, whatever that is. The fact of the matter is, supposed to be is where we are. Because if we're constantly thinking, "Oh, I should be elsewhere," then we're not living in this moment. We're living in some other moment that may or may not happen. So may God make you like you. May God make you the best of who you are. May God lead you in the direction you need to go, is an affirmation of where you are. Because right now, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be sitting in front of this phone, talking to all of you in Washington and Oregon and Oklahoma and right here. That's where I'm supposed to be right now. May God make me like that. May God make me into this moment so that I'm able to do what I need to do for right now. And that every moment there's a new, may God make me like that. And there's the next moment, and there's the next moment, and the next. And it's only through each moment saying, may God make me be who I need to be for this moment. May God make me be who I'm supposed to be for the next moment. And on and on and on, so that it is like an unfolding of who I am, who I need to be, who I'm supposed to be, merely because this is my story. What I do and what you do throughout your life at various times is a part of your story and who you are. So all we can ask is that we can be the best version of that. That might be difficult to do, but that's our challenge. So with that in mind, to be us, to allow us to be where we are right now, who we are right now, for now, we have an opportunity at 6 to do whatever we want, be whoever we want, move to whomever we want. Right now, let's just allow us to just be. And we may find through our sitting quietly and still that it's okay to be us. No one else can. Right? There's those people out there that are like, look at that person. They've got it all together, even if you don't. So if we are only looking outside of ourselves to find out who we should be, then we're never going to reach anything. But if we can reach inside and allow who we are right now to be who we are, perhaps it can lead to fulfillment. All right, let's get comfortable. We're going to breathe. Just going to concentrate on our breath. Wow. Hello, Chuck from Oregon.
I was thinking
All right. Here we go. We're just listening to our breath. We're just seeing what our breath does to our bodies. Checking in. Just keep in mind our neshama, that breath we bring in, the nefesh, which is the refreshing, going from the end of the breath to the beginning of the breath, and then the end to the beginning, back and forth, and then the ruach is the breath that comes out of us. Those are the three aspects of our soul that are contained in our breath, each one having its own role. So just feel each part of your breath from the very beginning to the very end. And see how long you can just concentrate on breathing, on being, on existing. Your thoughts will start to take you away. Without judgment, just bring yourself back to your breath. It's okay. just a small reminder that so often our mind takes us away from our breathing. So we just need to bring ourselves back. I invite you to just be non-judgmental, bring yourself back to your breath, leave your thought behind, and just be. Just breathe. As we enter into our last 3 or 4 minutes together, we finish up asking the universe 2 questions, 2 requests. May I feel safe? May I feel blessed? May I feel safe? Sometimes we don't feel it even when we are. So it's asking for that calm feeling of safety. Sometimes it comes from having your family around you. Sometimes it comes from just having all the doors locked. Sometimes it just comes from what's happened to us and the feeling that overcomes us, that we're okay and we're safe. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel the blessings that are a part of my life. In some ways, this one is just not taking things for granted and understanding the blessings that truly are a part of our lives. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. With each breath, offer yourself one of these requests. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel blessed and safe. If you'd like to take a moment to offer this to someone else, place them in front of you in your mind's eye and offer this to them. May you feel safe. May you feel blessed. May you feel safe. you feel blessed. May you feel blessed. So just bring it back to yourself for several more breaths. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe and blessed. And for our final moments, let's just go back to our breath one more time. Feel how it fills your body and relieves it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you were able to find some peace and stillness. May you feel blessed, and may you feel safe, and may you